What's going on, everybody? So in tonight's video, I'm going to show you how to make some zones on your DSC alarm system, burglar alarm system panel for that matter. Actually, the Neo system for that matter. DSC Neo power series system. And I'm going to show you how to make zones without resistors on here. I mean, you should use resistors, but if you don't have any, or if they're not the right resistors, I'm going to show you how to make zones on your burglar alarm system without resistors. So without further ado, here we go. I'm just going to set the camera right about here. So you can see me wire up this panel right here. I'll place the camera right here, and without further ado, here we go. First I gotta get my strippers, so hold on for a second. Okay, got one wire, everybody. I need to get the second wire now. I'll just use some of this wire I had. So let's just get this fed through. Get this fed through. Let me just back up a little bit. I know the lighting is not that good here, so sorry about that. I'm gonna feed this through the back here. We need to, hold on, let me hold this with my legs. We need to oh, shoot. And try not to touch the electronics, the metal. That's just a little bit of advice I'm going to give you guys if you haven't installed one of these systems before. Compared to me, I have installed these systems before. Let me just, you at least want to have a little bit of slack here. So these are just wires I head to, and this is just an example of how a system would definitely and indefinitely be wired if it was like in a commercial environment, a home. But I wouldn't recommend these DSC systems for a home, just it's my personal opinion. I prefer Vista 20p for home, because the problem is, if you can see here, some keypads will have an instant on it, some won't. This doesn't, so this is more appropriate for like commercial environments, like a warehouse, a restaurant, you name it. But this is mostly for that, so I'm just gonna give you guys some advice here on that. So okay, so pretend this is our cellar, our garage, no, our entry door for our restaurant here. This is the main entrance of a restaurant or business. This is your back or exterior door of your business, and basically that's all I picture these as. So we're gonna cut the wire a little too. I think here is good, because you want to make sure you leave enough slack on your wires so you don't end up with too short of a wire. So let's get this door out of the way. This is getting in the way. There we go. That's better. Oh, and by the way, we'll do that panel on the left in a future video. Haven't forgotten about that yet. So I will strip you to about this length here. You don't want, okay, this is being a jerk. You don't want this amount of length to be stripped off. You just want right about here, because if you strip too much off, some of these wires can touch the electronics in there, and that wouldn't be good. So we're going to just use these, and we'll wrap these wires around here. So I always use red and black for my zones. Pretend it's like positive and negative, even though you don't have to do that on zones. It's just good practice if you ever go into this type of business, or if you have the technical knowledge to install one of these systems yourself. Same thing with the green. We'll just wrap you around here. Just like so, and because those are not being used, just wrap those around like so. We'll hook up zone 1 first. This will be our interior restaurant business door. Or if you want to use these in your house, your interior, exterior, or garage door for that matter. You always want those to be an entry exit. Just a little friendly reminder for you guys if you haven't programmed one of these systems before. So your number one rule, always use an insulated screwdriver so you don't short out the board here. Shoot. This screwdriver is a little... that's a little too big. See if I got a smaller screwdriver. No, I don't. I don't recommend you guys do this on if you're not experienced, but luckily, I got enough experience. So we will use my regular screwdriver here. Carefully taking zone 1 out. Same thing with the common. And this is zone 2. And we're gonna hook. I actually didn't strip the ones in the panel yet. I'm bad. Okay, that's for this. I just wanted to make sure. So this guy is gonna have to be zone 1 then. Okay, that's the wrong size strip. Need a second strip here. And take this rubber off of here. I think this should be good. And we're just gonna do the same thing. We're gonna just wrap these 2 around here, and if you want to use a siren on the system, just use any voice or Moose MPI 11 siren driver. That's your best option still nowadays, because the Moose MPI 11 siren driver will still work on this system. You just have to, the system has a 2 amp load too, so, shoot, didn't want to do that. I meant to wrap the green around there, because we're not using that. So, just do that. I'm gonna get these secured here because there's a lot of stuff here that need to have secured and precisely done just right. So That's good enough there. Okay, let's check the time on this video. Okay, now that should be good. Let's strip this now. I want to cut these a little bit. It doesn't really matter which wire you wire into here, as long as they're both connected. I don't think polarity matters for zones. Correct me if I'm wrong, but I really think it's like, come on, wire. Okay. Okay. Now time for zone 2. Because zone 2's got to share this common. Just remember that if you're wiring these DSCs. It's just like a Honeywell, you know. Zone 2 always shares zone 1's common. Well, actually, I don't think it does on a Honeywell. I think I'm wrong with that. But zone 2 shares a, I think it shares a common, but no, actually zone 3 shares zone 2. Zone 1's its own separate thing on a Honeywell. Zone 2 and zone 1 share on here. So, because totally different system, different manufacturer, totally. So, I think, okay, it's black. Just making sure. And okay. Now the reason why I also tied these wires together, because this isn't being used. So we'll just strip you, and just hook you guys up as well, the way you guys are supposed to be hooked up. So we'll do black under here. No, it's red, okay. We'll reverse them a little bit. We'll do red under here. So, come on, go in, buddy. Good boy. Okay. We'll hook up zone 3 now into here. Actually, zone 2. problem is I don't have spacers on this board. DSC, compared to Honeywell, takes special spacers to operate. So let's make sure these are tight. Sorry if you, hopefully you guys can see what I'm doing here. Good. I'm gonna have one up there. It's a bad example. So let's just see if this works. Now we're gonna see if this works. And see, it works. So to close the zone, you guys just simply wrap the wires around there, and see, it's just zone 2 that's open now. So we did a good job on there. So we're gonna keep our zones. We'll just, for safekeeping, pretend this is a professional install, and we are gonna staple our zones later in this video on here. So we're gonna also cut this, make it I know, I just opened you up because I cut you. And we're gonna close you up now. So, well, once we close up all those arms, we'll show you what happens when an alarm system is triggered on a DSC into alarm with a zone open. So, this is more like a training video on how to, or tutorial on how to wire this up. So, training tutorial, I think they're both the same, correct me in the video if I'm wrong. But it's just to show you guys, if you guys can't afford an alarm guy to install it professionally, then you guys can do it yourselves. Simple. Okay. And we'll, just to show you, we're going to close up zone 2 and open it back up. See? Simple. We just made a chime. I think you can use resistors on a DSC panel too, so I'm just showing you what happens if you guys don't use it. Those are more like for troubleshooting purposes too, so I'm going to, I think we'll use some of this. I think we'll use this extra wire to hook up to zone 5 and zone 6 now on our DSC panel. So, okay, I got it. Okay, I think we'll just let a little more out for our zone here. And we're gonna do the same thing with you. We're gonna strip you. And we're gonna wire you. Oh, and if any of my viewers and subscribers have any questions about how to install this, watch this video, and if you have any more questions, leave them down in the comments and hit like. It's very appreciated, and I'll tell you guys on how to do it. Be greatly appreciated. Be glad to tell you. Yeah, I would be glad to tell you guys on how to do this installation. It's very easy. You just have to have the technical know-how, and I'm sure most of you enthusiasts on YouTube have the technical know-how on to install these systems. So we gotta. Okay, this only has 6 zones, so, well, I don't know, we could probably just buy, no, we'll do this right. We'll just get this out. I always save these resistors in the panel if I ever need them. We'll strip you. and we'll strip U. This will be our zone 4, so we'll do a red here, screw it down. I want to strip these screws out because you don't want to. And zone 4 shares a common with zone 3. So you want to try to slide it in here as best that you can do it. There we go. Well, actually, I want to trim you a little bit. You need to be trimmed. Oh, shoot, that's one of the battery leads. We can't cut that. We'll blow up. And it's not fun being blown up. I've been burnt by this before. At least I have been by electricity. It's not fun, so don't do that. 12 volts isn't enough to hurt you per se. Unlike 15 amp can like sting a little bit. That can still like kind of give you a little burn mark. You know, it's almost like a fire alarm, you know. AC voltage. No, fire alarms run on DC, but you get the hint. Just come on, buddy. Here we go. And if you're watching this, Jonathan, I appreciate that you subscribe to my channel, so keep up the good work with your electrical career. Being an electrician's good money too, just as much as being an alarm guy, probably a little bit more actually, so thanks for subscribing to my channel, it's appreciated. My foot's starting to get a little sore from being on the floor like this. And we'll strip this one now. Okay, we'll just good. It does what it's supposed to do now, so well, okay. I know I'm opening you up. Just gonna slide you this way. Okay, that's that zone 4. I gotta stand up for a second. Sorry about that. My foot's getting a little sore. Sorry about the extra long video. I just wanted to make sure you guys knew on how to do this, so I gotta get more wire. I will be back. Now, this will be used for another one of our zones here. This is going to be zone 5. You always want to label these, but all you got to do is just stick a little bit of wire stickers on it, and you'll know which one is which. But this is for demonstration purposes only, so it'll be okay. Okay. Ow. Ooh. Hole's getting a little cramped back here because, you know, sticking all these wires through. Okay. Oh, can see here. There we go. It's very hard not to touch. You know, you gotta be careful with when you touch electronics to this. Okay, I technically don't even need this long, so we'll just cut you to, I think we'll cut you right here. That should be long enough. I like to just make my coatings of wires, you know, a little cleaner, you know, so, I mean, let's strip you, and strip you. You get my screwdriver. Now, we're gonna make the black share the common here on zone 5. First, I gotta open this up more. Stick it in. Okay, now we'll open up this common now a little more. One open. Okay. Okay, I'm gonna stick you back in there. I'm gonna have to open this up a little wider. Sometimes you need a little more wiggle room when you work on this, so now I need one more set of wire to make zone 6, so I'll be back. That should be long enough here. It's getting a little cramped here now. I mean, it's like we're doing a whole house installation right now. So okay, we'll just slide you through here. That should be enough, and we'll cut you here again, right here, and we'll strip you, because you get to share a common with Zone 5. It's going to be our Zone 6, our last zone. Remember to pick up all your garbage after you're installing somebody's house, because alarm guys and sometimes electricians, you know, are notorious for leaving their little scraps around, so you can help people with less anger, you know, and because, you know, it's not a good impression from a customer if they say to people you left garbage all over their house. So starting to get a little cramped here, so I don't know if your wire should be that long either, but I think it's very hard. This board's jiggling around everywhere. So I'm just gonna, you shouldn't really touch this. I'm bad for doing this, but this is my only way I can do this, so. Shoot. Sometimes these wires can be aggravating, so try not to get too frustrated with your installs, because nobody wants anyone who loses their crap in your house. I'm just telling you. Where's the comment? Oh, here we go. Okay, we'll just push you and push you down, because you don't want these touching or it will trigger your alarm. And I'm gonna shorten you a little bit. I don't want you to be that long, buddy. Okay, I don't think Zone 6 has been opened up yet, so we'll open you up a little bit. I mean, you can buy these systems anywhere, eBay or various distributors, Amazon. Just take your pick of whatever person has the best deal, and you should be good to go with that. Okay, we'll push you down, and then you can just tidy up your wires afterwards. But I mean, you just basically, if I were you guys, I'd organize, you know, all my wires in my panel, because customers want to see your best work. So either use zip ties or any type of twist ties, you know, because that also gives you a good reputation in the long run. But let's finish closing up our zones now. This is Zone 5. Now, let's see if they work. So we're going to test our zone here. That works, so that's good to go. I think that was Zone 6. Now we'll try this one. Yeah, it was Zone 5, so Zone 6 now. And this is going to be your last zone. I don't know how much I was blocking out with my leg, but you probably saw most of the video. Just strip your black, your red. Let's see if this works. Good. Now we're going to close this now, and your system should be ready. Good, see? System is ready to arm. So I showed you guys basically how to make some zones. So now if you want to test it, I'm also going to show you guys this. So this means you're home. You hit this button. But if it's an instant zone, you don't have to wait for the exit progress. So you just open this up. Oh shoot, I guess you gotta wait for the exit progress. We'll try, maybe that's an entry exit zone. We'll try, you know something? We'll try zone 4 and see what happens. Okay, I think you gotta wait till this arms, so we'll just wait. I'm gonna clean up my scraps. I will come back here and I will show you guys what happens if the system is an actual alarm. So I'll be back. I think we have to wait a little bit longer. I don't know what this delay's on, but I mean, let's see what it's on exactly. I mean, and there's a second video coming up after this video tonight on how to do the panel on the left. So after I'm done with this video, I'll start recording the other video and post that as well. So. Oh, it's armed in away mode, okay. Well, let's trip our motion and see if it actually works then. Come on. What happens if I close the keypad? You know something? This is... There we go. System is in alarm. Good. So that's a demonstration of away mode, I guess. You know, it triggers the alarm. But if there was a Moose MPI 11 hooked up or any other type of siren, the system would be sounding right now. So, let me just enter my code. Hold on a second. Okay, alarm occurred while armed, so you can scroll the view, and it was zone 3. So to completely reset, you just hit your code again, and it's armed on away again. I thought that would disarm it again, it's not like a Honeywell. So yeah, so I hope this little video helped you guys on how to install and zone off one of these DSC Neo system panels, Neo Power Series system panels for that matter, for yourself. And I have another video coming up, so stay tuned. Have a good day, everybody, and I will catch you in the next video. Bye.